This is my audience. I just want to thank you guys for being here today. I'm so happy I can be here with you. So this may be odd, but who here is willing to recycle and keep our earth clean? I know a lot of people in society don't really take the extra time to put a bottle in another container so that way we can keep our earth clean. I know most people think it's a hassle and they don't really worry about it. Recycling, like I said, poses such a bother to some people. Show of hands, how many have you recycled in the last few weeks or at all?
All 5 of us.
Just like others within society, I used to not care about throwing a bottle elsewhere. I just threw it in the trash and went about my day. I didn't feel like I needed to remember to throw a bottle away in another bin just to help keep air pollution down and all this other things. One day, my mother decided to create a system that would allow us to recycle and save our environment. She got an extra bin and she put it next to the trash can and told us that we need to start putting all our paper and recycled goods in that bin. And since I lived at home, I had no other choice, so I just decided to go with it. Thanks to her new system, this is what I realized. Recycling is not as hard as you would think it is. It's all you have to do is walk over to the bin, which is right next to the trash can, throw away your stuff. It's easy to recycle. It was so easy to recycle that I found myself asking other people if they did the same within our neighborhood. Recycling saves our world. My story kind of takes place when I lived in New Jersey and growing up on the streets of Patterson. Unlike Rockwall, Texas, New Jersey is not very clean and trash-free. There's pretty much trash everywhere. Some places are filled with trash from the sidewalks to the streets. And even though they do street cleaning, it doesn't quite do much, but it might clean up just a little bit. Not everyone that I knew really separated their recycling in New Jersey growing up. It wasn't really a thing I can recall that we did, or any of my friends did for that matter. But now that I live in Rockwall, I see that everyone recycles. Everybody gets their own 2 bins to put out next to their trash, and they have their own recycling day in each neighborhood. It's crazy how some places can be so different, and they separate things here, but they don't do it there. And it makes you wonder, why don't they do it in New Jersey, but they do it in this state? Okay, so it's not all about what I have to recycle. It's not all about what I have to say about my own personal experience in growing up. As stated by WCSWA, it reduces pollution, reduces the need to harvest natural resources, saves landfill space, creates jobs, and saves you money. If as a society we all recycle, we could save a ton of energy, especially on a daily basis. According to Conserve Energy Future, energy saving is important if we are to reduce the future effects of global warming. So if we continue to recycle and preserve our earth, it will be so much better for future generations to come. Recycling benefits us in so many ways. The recycling guide says that recycling reduces the need for raw materials. It also uses less energy, therefore preserving natural resources for the future. So, what about your own personal experience with recycling? Do you recycle on a daily basis? If you I see you all are drinking a bottle of water. Are you saying in your mind that when you're done, you need to recycle that bottle? Are you planning on recycling because it's the right thing to do, or because I'm telling you that you need to do it? Well, lucky for you, I have an answer. There are several ways or reasons why you should recycle. It saves energy, it keeps our environment clean, and eliminates pollution and creates a better future for generations to come. Okay, so our recycling, like I said, creates a better environment, and it prevents waste from filling up our landfills. Recycling will save landfill space because the products are being reused instead of going to our landfills or being incinerated. It will help keep the waters clean and our air fresh. Recycling will keep pollution at a low and build a better future. Recycling will decrease the process of global warming, and it will keep our air cleaner, and paying attention to the impact recycling gets us closer to a better future. So maybe you're wondering how recycling makes a difference. The positive thing is there's so much good that comes out of recycling. How would you feel knowing that every day you're recycling bottles that is keeping our water clean, keeping our air clean, and allow us to save so much more energy on things because you can just reuse them instead of having to make stuff from new materials? The bad thing is, how do you live with yourself knowing that we're dirtying our earth and that we're making our water dirty and that your kids are actually not benefiting from the fact of we're not recycling? You have to make that choice to know that separating is a good thing. So, let's start here. It's not too late. You need to go home, grab a plastic bag, a little plastic bag, doesn't even have to be a bin like we have, and just put your recycled goods in it. Put them where you remember so you know that you have to recycle every day. And you know what? I'll make it easy for you. Here's a plastic bag and you can start recycling. My last request is that everybody takes care of our earth, grab a recycling bin, and clean up our earth and make sure it stays that way for many people to come. I want to thank everybody for coming today.
And here goes the audience.